Hello viewers, this is going to be a video of solid features on this new big time gaming mechanic called Mega Clusters. You might have seen my preview video on this channel of this game, Star Clusters, the first slot to use a Mega Clusters new mechanic. 4x4 grid, any winning tile where you get 5 adjacent tiles or more to create a win. It's a cluster pay. Any tile subdivides into 4. For 5 consecutive wins or more, you trigger 2 free spins. In the free spins, you get an 8x8 grid, which can also subdivide into 64 squares of times 4, so 256 squares maximum in the free spins, 64 squares maximum in the base game. I just want to actually show you a few spins, but we won't use the autoplay. It's been a round pound, and there you go, 5 adjacent symbols, not diagonal, and there's the wilds there. Look. We've got up to times 2 because you've got 2 of the gold star solid wilds. You need 5 wins to get the feature. We've got 4 now, and that's it. Sorry, 3. We've got 3 there, so we've already got 2 more winning actions. We'll have triggered the free spins. So basically, this video, I got, as I said, the review videos in the previous video, all the details, the RTP, and everything like that you need to know. It's in the other video on this channel, dated before this one. This is the second video. So I'm just going to be playing it and solely showing features. Our best one to date is 127x trigger, which ended up at 839x once it had finished. So I'm going to set it on autoplay and only show you features. Just a quick note, this is a base game hit. I've got the big win because I've got over 25x. The star wild multiplier times 4 you just saw there at the top, that is carried forward into the bonus. And once the star wild hits 10x, you get 2 extra spins. It's a sort of re-trigger. Just to let you know, if you listen with a pair of headphones on, or you've got sensitive ears, you will pick up before each big win and other events during the game. There's various streamers that put their voice over it. I think you got Chipmunk's voice, you got Let's Give It a Spin, Kim's voice, and you've got yours truly's voice. When you trigger the free spins, you got my voice saying yes, sort of thing. And also when you get the re-trigger, you got my voice. Don't let that put you off though. It's expanded to all 64 positions there. That's the maximum grid you can get in the base game. Alas, we didn't get the 5th action, which is surprising on a 64 tile grid. The 5th action never came to trigger the feature, but that's an example of fully expanded mega clusters in the base game, which you just saw at the end of that spin. And the corresponding achievement would be to do that in the free spins and have all 256 squares active. Well, we've triggered it with 7 actions, which means instead of the basic 2 spins for 5 actions, we get 4 spins. The wild multiplier at the top is up to 5 for the solid star wild. This took 220 spins to trigger. But bear in mind, just before I started, I'd had a big feature of over 800x. So it's been about 230 spins since the last feature. But it does come in sometimes twice in 15 spins. So we need any cluster with a double wild, which we've got. I think we've got one up there. So that goes up to times 6, and they both count. So that's a 36x multiplier. It's gone up to 7. We get up to 10, we get a re-trigger. It's a decent hit, 25x. So if we use any solid star wild 3 times more in the last 3 spins, we get 10x multiplier and we get 2 extras. So we're looking for solid stars that count. We didn't get one there, it didn't count anyway. I've got one, but that's times 8. counted again. So we need one more multiplier on the solid wild to get a re-trigger. We've got one chance left. I think we've done it, yeah. Two extra spins, and if you get up to 20 you get two more, which I haven't seen it do yet. So it's all about getting those two solid wilds in the same cluster if we can. Not here because we didn't get one. Well, we have, but they're not counting. You can only get two in view at once. I don't think they're going to count, so this will be it. So that's it. We got 42x there. It's pretty sort of average, I'd say, that sort of feature. Okay, we'll fire it off again and get some more features. I'll tell you each time how many spins it was between the last one. So that was about 230 since the last feature. So I'll keep you updated on how many we actually need to get it. Be good to get it now because the wilds are already up to 4 or 5, aren't they? Ooh, possible back to back here. Come on. Ah, not quite back to back features there. We triggered it again. It took 31 spins, but it's only 2. So we've got to get lucky to get the multiplier up on the wilds to 10x in 2 spins. But it does happen. I think we've got another wild multiplier down the bottom there in the oranges, yet. Times 6. $26x, that's not bad. If we get another 16x, the irony is we could actually beat the last feature where we had 6 spins on 2 spins. No, we didn't get a win. 34x. Well, that only took 31 spins to get. That took about 90 spins to trigger. It's just the basic 2, so I don't think it's going to take long. Although we did a decent hit there, I think. 75 quid, Christ. Yeah, that must have been those oranges with the 2 times 5 multipliers. A decent sized cluster there. Well, there you go. That's just goes to show you, just one spin's enough for a big win. And we've got the wild gone up to 6. Not going to get 2, I don't think. We have got another win. Yeah, we have got another wild multiplier. I think that'll be it now, but still, nevertheless, for 2 spins, a reasonable result. 81x. Well, I'm actually 35 up from where I started. I think I was about 1940 when I started this video, so we'll kick it off again, get some more features. I want to get one of the ones that goes mad because they're really good to watch. Got it again within 12 spins, just the basic 2 scatters again. I'm not expecting a great deal, but we never know. Just the 5x so far. Of course, many of you might have noticed the similarity to jamming jars with those 2 multiplying wilds. Although they don't stick in this game, they just appear. Not a huge one. I think we've got, what did we get there, 8x was it? It only took a few spins to get. I'd say the feature frequency is every 100 spins on here or something. I'm not sure. It seems to me, over the time I've played it, I'm getting it around every 100 spins. Maybe less, I don't know. I missed the 3 spins trigger there by one action, but nevertheless, within 12 spins I got that win, which was nearly a big win of 25x, just under. Well, within 20 spins I got another feature. So within 20 spins of the last one, this time three spins. You can just as easy get a dead bonus when nothing happens, you know, it's just pot luck, as you know. Not fantastic, so I'm not getting the multiplying wilds at the moment. Well, we get a few little wins, but they're not really up to much because there's no multiplier in play. Right, number 2. Now we've got the wild multiplier going up there. I think we've got another one down the bottom, yeah. It's highly unlikely we'll re-trigger this, but you never know. It only takes one spin to have a good cluster, and that's it, a dead spin. There you go, just 5x that time. But they're coming in frequently enough. Getting them at the moment about every 20 odd spins. Another 67 spins to get that, and that's just the basic 2 spin trigger. It's not going to be great. Yeah, we haven't got any multiplying wilds in view. I might get one now. It does count, but both of them do. Oh well, just under 20x. That took a little longer, 237 spins from the last feature to get that one. It's just the basic 2 spins. So I'm not holding that much hope of winning here. But you never know. Oh dear, that's dreadful. Oh no, we did get a small win there. So there you go, we are not going to get much here. Or are we? Got a chance, a lot of positions. Okay. No, not now. A mere 16.8x. That took quite a while to get. But having said that, I've played for nearly 1,000 spins now, and I've only lost 37. Actually, plus this win, so it's actually less than that. I've actually lost, I've lost 38 pounds in about an hour and a half. So it's quite gentle in the base game, because you do get some decent wins occasionally. Another big base game hit of over 25x. Nice little cluster of golds with the 3x star in. Or orange gems, they call them gold, but well, that was a nightmare. That one took 400 470 spins to get. As you can see by the clock down there, look at the time I got the last one. It's only the basic 2 scatters, and we've only got a 2x head start on the wild, so it's not looking great. Yeah, that took a long time, a long time. I'll still say the average feature frequency is 100-150 spins though. It's not as infrequent as I expected. Not going to win much. That was it? God dear. 400. Is it? Sorry, it might have been 430, not 470. Was it 70 left and 430, or was it 30 left and 470? I don't know. I can't remember. But that was a long time I waited for that. And that was 8x. It's always the way, isn't it? You wait a long time for a feature, and it's terrible. You think, oh, at last I'll get some money back, and you never do. It's just absolutely dreadful if you wait a long time. Find that on Bonanza as well. However, I do not expect to wait that long again for another one. So it's one of the worst ones I've had, if not the worst, or second worst, and it's taken a long time to get. The one before that was 230 spins, I think I had to wait. Well, that's why they're volatile games. And only 7 spins to the next one. There you go. That's 3 spin feature. And with a 3x head start multiplier, I doubt if we're going to get a retrigger here. Got to get those gold wilds counting, and they didn't. It's a pretty bad start. Come on. They both counted there. And they've gone. The star wilds have gone. All the wilds have gone here. Bloody hell. I think there's one on the whole grid, is there? Oh dearie me. Yeah, another Doomster, 18x. Well, that's 2 and 8 spins after waiting 400 off of the one before it, one preceding it. I just want to get one of the good ones, because I tell you what, when they go for you, it's great to watch. But I haven't got one yet. See if we can get back to backs. No. That took 155 spins, but we got a 30x trigger, look. Got a 16x there with 2 4x wilds on a cluster of reds. How do those 2 stars in the bottom left not count there? That means you can't get any more drop in until the next spin. Wow, 40 pence there. Oh, where's the stars? Come on. Wow, that was impressive, wasn't it? We got a pound there on top of the trigger. Well, that only took about another 25 spins, I think, to get in again. Again, it's only 2 spins, so we'll see. We'll get one of them gold star wilds. We haven't got one yet. Got 2 up there. Do they count? No, they don't. That's a shame. I think one of them does now. Oh, they both landed next to each other and didn't count, look. That one does, doesn't it? And that one. Well, that's a bit better. We can call it star clusters or mega clusters, but the features tend to come in clusters as well. Sort of 2 in 700 spins, and you keep getting them every sort of 20 or 30. Still, I'm having good fun. It's taken another 29 spins to get it again, but it's only 2 spins again. Yeah, I don't think this is going anywhere somehow. Yep, 12x, including the trigger. That took 258 spins to get, with basic 2 spins, so we're not going to get a re-trigger, it's very unlikely. Although, we did have a couple of multiplying wilds there. Not too bad, that's 21 quid there. Oh, so those star wilds. That's it. Not too bad. It does actually give the features in clusters. It's like you get 200, 300, 400 spins between them, and you get about 3 or 4 in 100 spins. It's weird. Still not had the big one yet. I did have the very last feature before I started this video was a big one though. That took about another 80 spins to trigger, I think it was. 2 spins again. I've only got a ×1 multiplier, so this isn't going to go anywhere on the wilds. Unless I'm very fortunate. Deary me. There you go, 3.6 including the trigger in spin. Not having much luck on this. Though, bear in mind I started with 1,000 test credits and I'm still at 1,674 because I had the 800 on X before this video, so although if it's random that shouldn't make any difference, but I thought we all expect to lose once you've won big, don't we? I mean, a sign to look out for here is when you get a cluster like that, where although it didn't pay, but when you get your 2 multiplying wilds in the initial cluster that starts the sequence off, they're the best triggers to get, because you start with a high wild multiplier like 5, 6 or 7, which gives you a far better chance of getting to 10x on the wilds and re-triggering it. Look at those yellow gems, you wonder how you didn't get a cluster there. Here's an example. It's triggered the cascades. Obviously I only got the one, so that's all I won 840, but it gave the win there with the 2 multiplying wilds in initially. You will also find you get an awful lot of spins that give you 4 actions and just fall before the one you need for the bonus. But that's pretty much the same on every slot that does progressive triggers. Another thing you'll notice is you've got a far higher chance of triggering the feature, on average, not every time, but on average, if your clusters occur in the bottom half of the grid. Because obviously there's movement all the way up the grid to the top then. Whereas if you just get your initial win at the top, it's almost impossible, unless you're very lucky, to get consecutive clusters. So if you look at here, we've got down the bottom in action. But if it moves upwards, which it didn't even get one at the bottom, but if it moves upwards, it would kind of diminishes your chances. So the more you play it, the more you'll understand it, and you'll see what I mean. But you want the initial wins, the initial first 2 or 3 actions as near to the bottom as you can get them. See, these are all near the bottom, these actions. That's 4. And as you can see by the meter on the side, I've got 4 there. Unfortunately, the movement didn't continue. Well, that took about 150 spins. There's only 2, but we've got a 4 multiplier. Yeah, we have used it, so it's up to 5. A dead spin. Oh well. And if you look at this one, 5x in the wilds, a 60x trigger. Came less than 100 spins after the other one. Which is probably why it's giving me a dead first spin. 60x trigger there. That's it, isn't it? No, there's another win. Well, actually up to times 9. We could get a re-trigger. One more useful. Oh, come on, one more star wild, you bugger. No, it didn't quite do it. Oh well. It's one of the better ones we've had for a while. 94x, including the trigger. Another 2 scatter trigger and about 20 spins later. Sorry, 2 scatter trigger. I mean 2 spin trigger, basic trigger. Got another multiplying wild there. Is that another one? So it's up to times 6. Times 7, look. That's a lot of multipliers in one spin there. 3 or 4 in one spin, so we've got to do that again now to get the re-trigger. And we've not even got one in view yet. Oh, we did up there, yeah. No, me and 990 that time. I mean, you really need to start with an absolute minimum of 3 spins to see a re-trigger. Obviously, it also depends on what wild multiplier you've taken with you and carried over. But all my re-triggers have come on 4, 5 or even 6 scatter triggers. Got the basic 2 scatter trigger again within a... Actually, it's just over 100 spins, about 130 since the last one. So I had to restart. It wasn't long after I restarted. And isn't that going to help? Not really. Nope. Ah, well, they both the wilds count there. That's helpful. Don't think we're going to win much ultimately. So another increased wild multiplier. And that's your lot, folks. £9.10 including the trigger. I don't seem to be having much luck on this. I'll tell you what, it's been killed since I got that 800X. Timed it all wrong. If I'd have actually started the video with the one that I didn't film, the last one before this video, 830 odd X. Yeah, chasing my tail here. But it gives you an example of what it's like to play. I mean, you've been watching. There's a clock there, so you know how long I've been playing it. When I was circling the mouse. So you know how many features I've had and how many. What I started with. I started with about £390 more than this. Oh God knows how many spins I've had. I must have had a few thousand now. A couple of thousand at least. Well, 196 spins since the last one. I haven't had another one yet. One thing I have noticed is that all my last feature, I think is that 8, 9, 10 on the trot, have been only the 2 spins. I haven't had a 3 spin. This is the third lot of 100 spins I'm starting since the last feature. I've not had a 3 or 4 spin trigger for a long time. What did I miss? Well, I'm starting another 100. That's 300 spins since the last feature. I'm down 505 since I started the video. Times bet. Well, 311 spins, we've done it, and it's a three spin trigger. That's the first 3 spin trigger I've had for a long time. It took 311 spins. We're up to 4x on the wild. Let's see if we can get a re-trigger for once. Oh dear, a dead spin. That is harsh when you've struggled to get the extra spin. Well, there's a lot of wilds there. There's 2 wilds inside. That is a big one, surely. 105. We've got another multiplier there. So we need to get this multiplier. Come on, hit me with the multiplying wild. Okay, 107.50 there. It's the best one for about 2 hours, I think. Finish with a flourish. I'm going to leave it going for another half hour. I'll knock it on the head because I've had it going in the background for over 4 hours now. Go on, give me them multiplying wilds. We got any there? Yeah, we got up to times 7. We need to see one of them solid gold stars. Come on. There's 2 there. Do they count? No, they don't. Oh, they're out of action. Look. They're stuck up there. You can't use them. Look. We're right up in the top. You can see them in the top middle. Look. There's nothing you could do about it. You couldn't move them. Well, that's better than usual. to get me going, yes, in the soundtrack if you get a re-trigger, as well as when you trigger them. My claim to fame. Less than 100 spins to another 2-spin trigger. Deary me, it's not going to be a good one. Well, that's 100 spins since the last one. I'm going to just do one more on this video. I doubt if I hit the Hollywood, but it's worth just punting away. See if I can actually get another one. Like I said, the more spins you start with, that means you'll have more wins to create those spins. Therefore, you're likely to have more multipliers on your wilds. To increase your chance of a re-trigger, etc., and a bigger win. So that, as I missed the trigger there. Well, this is going to be the last one. We've got a 14x before we triggered them, and the wilds at times 3 is just 2 spins, but I think 4 or 5 hours of this is enough now. Well, that's alright, 53 for that spin. We added 3x to the wilds as well. Probably going to get a dead spin now. It does that quite often. You get a good first spin if you get 2 and the next one's dead. There is a win there. Don't think much will come of it. That's it, 90p. Okay, well thank you for watching. I mean, this has given you an idea of what 4 or 5 hours play is in terms of features. I have lost 450 odd during this time for that. Let's just spin it. Yeah, 1485. So yeah, lost about 455 quid in these 4 or 5 hours at £1 stakes. Obviously it's in demo, as you know. Features come about every 100-150 spins on average, I'd say. Most of them are 2 scatters, unfortunately, or sorry, 2 spins. But you need to look for the bigger triggers, 3 or 4 spins to begin with. They're the ones that tend to pay, from what I've noticed. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this collection of features off star clusters. Just watch this spin go. See you next time.